Marvin Pentz Gaye Jr., who also spelled his surname as Gaye, was an American singer and songwriter. He helped to shape the sound of Motown in the 1960s, first as an in-house session player and later as a solo artist with a string of successes. During his career and posthumous, Gaye accumulated many awards and honors, including 2 Grammy Awards and American Music Award in the R&B Soul category. He was inducted to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987, NAACP Hall of Fame in 1988, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1990. Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1996, voted to Michigan Rock and Roll Legends Hall of Fame in 2005. In 2006, Watts Branch Park, a park in Washington that Gaye was renamed Marvin Gaye Park. The 5200 block of Foote Street Northeast in Deanwood, Washington, D.C. was renamed Marvin Gaye Way. Gaye was inducted to the official Rhythm and Blues Music Hall of Fame in 2014. In July 2018, a post office in South Los Angeles was named after Gaye and signed into law by President Donald Trump. Gaye's mother founded the Marvin P. Gaye Jr. Memorial Foundation in dedication to her son to help those suffering from drug abuse and alcoholism. Gaye was ranked number 20 on Rolling Stone's The 200 Greatest Singers of All Time, published in January 2023. His net worth. In 2008, Gaye's estate earned $3.5 million. As a result, Gaye took 13th place in top earning dead celebrities in Forbes magazine. Gaye's early life. His home life consisted of brutal whippings by his father, who struck him for any shortcoming. The young Gaye described living in his father's house as similar to living with a king, a very peculiar, changeable, cruel, and all-powerful king. He felt that had his mother not consoled him and encouraged his singing, he would have committed suicide. Marvin Pentz Gaye Jr. was born on April 2, 1939, at Freedman's Hospital in Washington, D.C., to church minister Marvin Gaye Sr. and domestic worker Alberta Gaye. Gaye was the second oldest of the couple's 4 children. He had 2 sisters, Jean and Zeola, and 1 brother, Frankie Gaye. He also had 2 half-brothers, Michael Cooper and Antoine Carey Gaye. Gaye started singing in church when he was 4 years old. He attended Syfax Elementary School and then Randall Junior High School. Gaye began to take singing much more seriously in junior high, and he joined and became a singing star with the Randall Junior High Glee Club. In 1954, the family moved to D.C. Gaye briefly attended Spingarn High School before transferring to Cardozo High School. At Cardozo, Gaye joined several doo-wop vocal groups, including the Dippers and the D.C. Tones. Gaye's relationship with his father worsened during his teenage years as his father would kick him out of the house often. In 1956, 17-year-old Gaye dropped out of high school and enlisted in the United States Air Force as a basic airman. He feigned mental illness and was given a general discharge. His personal life. In June 1963, Gaye married Anna Gordy, sister to Berry Gordy. The couple separated in 1973 and Gordy filed for divorce in November 1975. The couple officially divorced in 1977. Gaye later married Janice Hunter in October 1977. The couple separated in 1979 and officially divorced in February 1981. Gaye was the father of 3 children, Marvin III, Nona, and Frankie. Marvin III was the biological son of Anna's niece, Denise Gordy, who was 16 at the time of the birth. Nona and Frankie were born to Gaye's second wife, Janice. At the time of his death, Gaye was survived by his 3 children, mother, father, and 5 siblings. Gaye's tragic death. In the early afternoon hours of April 1, 1984, Gaye intervened in a fight between his parents in the family house in the West Adams neighborhood of Western Heights in Los Angeles. He became involved in a physical altercation with his father, Marvin Gaye Sr., who shot Gaye twice, once in the chest, piercing his heart, and then into Gaye's shoulder. The shooting took place in Gaye's bedroom. The first shot proved fatal. Gaye was pronounced dead after his body arrived at California Hospital Medical Center a day shy of his 45th birthday. After Gaye's funeral, his body was cremated at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, and his ashes were scattered into the Pacific Ocean. Gaye Sr. was initially charged with first-degree murder, but the charges were reduced to voluntary manslaughter following a diagnosis of a brain tumor. He was given a suspended 6-year sentence and probation. He died at a nursing home in 1998. Professional career. Following his discharge from the Air Force, Gaye and his good friend Reese Palmer formed the vocal quartet The Marquis. The group's sole single, Wyatt Earp, failed to chart, and the group was soon dropped from the label OK Records, a subsidiary of Columbia. Gaye began composing music during this period. Moonglow's co-founder Harvey Fuqua later hired the Marquis as employees. Under Fuqua's direction, the group changed its name to Harvey and the New Moonglows and relocated to Chicago. The group recorded several sides for Chess in 1959, including the song Mama Lucy, which was Gaye's first lead vocal recording. The group found work as session singers for established acts such as Chuck Berry, singing on the songs Back in the USA and Almost Grown. In 1960, the group disbanded. Gaye relocated to Detroit with Fuqua, where he signed with Tri-Fi Records as a session musician. Gaye performed at Motown president Berry Gordy's house during the holiday season in December 1960. Impressed, Gordy sought Fuqua on his contract with Gaye. Fuqua agreed to sell part of his interest in his contract with Gaye. Shortly afterwards, Gaye signed with Motown subsidiary Tamla. When Gaye signed with Tamla, he pursued a career as a performer of jazz music and standards, having no desire to become an R&B performer. Before the release of his first single, Gaye started spelling his surname with added E. Author David Ritz wrote that Gaye did this to silence rumors of his sexuality and to put more distance between himself and his father. Gaye released an album in 1961. Gaye's initial recordings failed commercially, and he spent most of 1961 performing session work as a drummer for artists such as the Miracles, the Marvelettes, and blues artist Jimmy Reed. In 1962, Gaye found success as co-writer of the Marvelettes' track Beechwood 4 to 5789. Pride and Joy became Gaye's first top 10 single after its release in 1963. Gaye's second album, That Stubborn Kinda Fellow, was released on Tamla in January 1963. A filmed performance of Gaye at the Apollo Theater took place in June 1963. Later that October, Tamla issued the live album Marvin Gaye recorded live on stage. Can I Get a Witness became one of Gaye's early international successes. In 1964, Gaye recorded a successful duet album with singer Mary Wells titled Together, which reached number 42 on the pop album chart. Gaye's next solo success, How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You, reached number 6 on the Hot. After recording It Takes Two with Kim Weston, Gaye began working with Tammy Terrell on a series of duets, mostly composed by Ashford and Simpson, including Ain't No Mountain High Enough. In October 1967, Terrell collapsed in Gaye's arms during a performance in Farmville, Virginia. Terrell was subsequently rushed to Farmville's Southside Community Hospital, where doctors discovered she had a malignant tumor in her brain. The diagnosis ended Terrell's career as a live performer. Gaye was reportedly devastated by Terrell's sickness and became disillusioned with the record business. On October 6, 1968, Gaye sang the national anthem during Game 4 of the 1968 World Series, held at Tiger Stadium in Detroit, Michigan. In late 1968, Gaye's recording of I Heard It Through the Grapevine became his first to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. However, Gaye felt the success was something he didn't deserve and that he felt like a puppet, Barry's puppet, Anna's puppet. Tammy Terrell died from brain cancer on March 16, 1970. Gaye attended her funeral. And after a period of depression, on June 1, 1970, Gaye returned to Hitsville, USA, where he recorded his new composition, What's Going On? Upon hearing the song, Berry Gordy refused its release due to his feelings of the song being too political for radio and feared Gaye would lose his crossover audience. Gaye responded by deciding against releasing any other new material before the label released it. Released in 1971, it reached number 1 on the R&B charts within a month, staying there for 5 weeks. It also reached the top spot on Cashbox's pop chart for a week and reached number 2 on the Hot 100 and the Record World chart, selling over 2 million copies. After giving an ultimatum to record a full album to win creative control from Motown, Gaye spent 10 days recording the What's Going On album that March. The album became Gaye's first million-selling album. In 1971, Gaye signed a new deal with Motown worth $1 million, making it the most lucrative deal by a black recording artist at the time. Gaye first responded to the new contract with the soundtrack and subsequent score, Trouble Man, released in late 1972. Before the release of Trouble Man, Marvin released a single called You're the Man. In August 1973, Gaye released the Let's Get It On album. Its title track became Gaye's second #1 single on the Hot 100. Marvin's final duet project, Diana and Marvin, with Diana Ross, garnered international success despite contrasting artistic styles. Gaye's next studio album, I Want You, followed in March 1976 with the title track, I Want You, reaching #1 on the R&B charts. The album would go on to sell over 1 million copies. That spring, Gaye embarked on his first European tour in a decade, starting off in Belgium. In December 1978, Gaye released Here, My Dear, inspired by the fallout from his first marriage to Anna Gordy. Recorded with the intention of remitting a portion of its royalties to her as alimony payments, it performed poorly on the charts. In 1978, Gaye's cocaine addiction intensified while he was dealing with several financial issues with the IRS. These issues led him to move to Maui, where he struggled to record a disco-influenced album titled Love Man. That year, Gaye went on a European tour, his first in 4 years. By the time the tour stopped, he had relocated to London when he feared imprisonment for failure to pay back taxes. While Gaye was reworking on the album Love Man in London, someone stole a master tape of a rough draft of the album from Frank Blair, taking the master tape to Motown. Motown remixed the album and released it in 1981. Gaye then vowed not to record any more music for Motown. On February 1981, Gaye relocated to Ostend, Belgium. While there, Gaye shied away from heavy drug use and began exercising and attending a local Ostend church, regaining personal confidence. Following several months of recovery, Gaye sought a comeback on stage. When word got around that Gaye was planning a musical comeback and an exit from Motown, CBS urban president Larkin Arnold eventually was able to convince Gaye to sign with CBS Records. In 1982, Motown and CBS negotiated Gaye's release from Motown. Assigned to CBS's Columbia subsidiary, Gaye worked on his first post-Motown album titled Midnight Love. The first single, Sexual Healing, which was written and recorded in Ostend, was released in September 1982. It sold over 2 million copies in the US alone, becoming Gaye's most successful single to date. Midnight Love was released to stores less than a month after the single's release and was equally successful. On February 13, 1983, Gaye sang The Star-Spangled Banner at the NBA All-Star Game at the Forum in Inglewood, California. The following month, Gaye performed at the Motown 25, Yesterday, Today, Forever special. This and a May appearance on Soul Train became Gaye's final television performances. Gaye's final tour was plagued by cocaine-triggered paranoia and illness. Following the concert's end, he moved into his parents' house in Los Angeles. Marvin Gaye has been called the #1 purveyor of soul music. His work with Motown gave him the titles Prince of Soul and Prince of Motown. Gaye's music signified the development of black music from raw rhythm and blues, through sophisticated soul to the political awareness of the 1970s and increased concentration on personal and sexual politics. As a Motown artist, Gaye was among the first to break from the reins of its production system. Gaye's recordings influenced contemporary forms of R&B, predating the subgenres Quiet Storm and neo-soul. He is truly an icon to be remembered. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click on the bell icon for more content like this.